people will tell me on this day, Memorial Day, thank you for your service. And I'm the wrong one to tell that to. I'm the wrong one to tell that to. The people that you tell that to is the spirits of the people but before me and after me and right now that have raised their hand and pledged to protect this country even with their life, and they paid that ultimate sacrifice, their life, for the freedoms that we enjoy today. Even though some of us act a fool with them, but still in all, there's people that died for you to be able to act a fool in a country that'll let you act a fool to a certain degree. So that's Memorial Day to me, kind of in a nutshell. And I look back at the wars and the conflicts and the engagements that many of our servicemen have been in, and the families, what an impact on the family that it must be. But more so, what about the impact on the brother soldier, marine, sailor, or airman, or or coast guardman that saw that, and has to live with the rest of their life with the sin of a horrific scene of their brother uh, being blown to bits, or just to dying the way they died. So I also advocate for more help for veterans, especially mentally. If I can impose something personal way I feel, sometimes I feel that the veteran issue, and there's a lot of issues that we got going on in this country, a lot of, and sometimes I think if we sit back and we look at them, we'll see that just because they're in a different demographic, it's still the same, especially dealing with mental illness. Like me, myself, okay, well, I got PTSD. I have what they call co-occurring disorders because, I'm manic depressive. I got high anxiety levels. I got severe depression. A whole gang of stuff. And on top of that, I'm a recovering substance abuser. So, thank God that I'm able to get treatment. But there's so many that don't either seek treatment, or because of the positions in their lives, they can't get treatment. I was lucky and blessed to be part of the homeless veterans program, where I was actually taken off the streets and given the opportunity to change my life and the blessing to change my life, and I grabbed it. One of the things that I'm leading up to in this conversation is that in the past in the past 10 years that I've been clean and sober, uh, outside of a conflict area, uh, that six of my very good friends, especially two of them, all died by their own hand, because of what is in their minds, and not being able to share what is in their minds. And happy Memorial Day to them. Happy Memorial Day to them, that they would still go over to make the pledge to protect this country, not only to the point of them having to pay the ultimate sacrifice on the field of battle, but coming home and have to fight that mental war for so long until they can't take it no more. So I'm just trying to. I would really urge, and I'm really, like I said, I'm very very much an advocate for veterans' mental health. But like I said, there's so much going on. So I can't talk it. I gotta walk it myself. So I try the best that I can in my world to help. Uh, but that is a big issue. More so, also, this right here is so how it starts to fade out to me. Uh, Veterans, it seems like on this day with people giving the ultimate sacrifice, I feel also that a lot of it is also used in the political arena. And I'm not trying to get political, but what I am saying is uh, don't think about me just at election time. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about me and those that sacrifice themselves uh, on a special occasion being used to benefit yourself. Does that make sense? You know, I hear that a lot. I guess because I just been noticing a lot that happens so much that I don't hear nothing about veterans a lot until times of, like I said again, election. Let's help our veterans. Let's get out there and help our veterans. But we're suffering 365, 24/7. So we need you then. We need you then. So I just had to get on my soapbox for a little bit, y'all. So please forgive me. But it's true. It's very much true. Uh, and like I said, also as well, the families that go through uh, a uh, a serviceman with the giving the ultimate sacrifice for themselves. So that's a hardship for them as well. Very much a hardship for them. So treatment for them too. As y'all can see, I'm an advocate for some type of treatment, and it's sad because in this day and age, not just people that are military, but outside in this great world of everything that is going on, is so much going on that people need treatment. They need help. Uh, and for some people, they don't want to seek help because they might think that they're weak or whatever. But my thing is this right here. If I can help you with some positive words, uh, then I need to do that because it could be one word that that you give somebody that will help them with the rest of their life. And me and my cousin call that. Are you ready, Monique? Are you ready? We call that zooming in. She loves it. She loves it. She loves it. So, but on this Memorial Day, I'm honoring somebody very special. This person did 3 tours in Vietnam, 3 tours in Vietnam. All at Bien Hoa Air Base, one of the most heavily bombed and attacked air bases because it was the central hub in Vietnam for embarkation, people coming in, supplies, all that. So it was constantly under barrage. And this man, he went there 3 times, and he came back. And I want to share a story after I show y'all. I got visual aids. I told him I got some visual aids. So here we go. Hold on. Woo, this is heavy. This is one part. Can y'all see me? And that's the other part. And that person is my father, Freddie Bartholomew Humphrey Sr. What he did for his country, especially in a time for a African American in the turmoil of what the country, United States, was going through with civil rights and segregation, and even in some in the military, for him to go up through the ranks like he did, and being a strong man, being a strong father that he was to me, and thank God he made it back. So, can y'all see that good, Monique? Y'all can see that good? Okay. And this is who I am honoring this Memorial Day. My father. Tomorrow I will be going to the VA in Biloxi, Mississippi, where my father is buried. And of course, we're gonna put the flag on his grave, and I will salute it. You know how it goes, because my daddy, I'm blessed because not only is he my father, but he's also my brother in arms. Ain't that cool, y'all? Ain't that cool? I love it, man. Even though I was Army and he was Air Force, he ain't like that a whole lot. He did not like that so much, but still, he loved me, and that's the main thing. I want to share a story with y'all that I remember. It was 1970 something, and it was me and my mother. I think this like right before my daddy came home. Uh, I think I was like 5 or something like that. Anyway, but I remember this vividly. And we was living in San Diego, California. That's where we were staying. We were staying with my aunt Neat and Uncle Sharp, and because my daddy was deployed, uh, in Southeast Asia. And I'll never forget, my mama said we were gonna ride on a plane to go see my daddy. And I was so hyped, riding on the plane. And damn daddy. And so we flew to Hawaii, man. We all expenses paid, of course. The military did that because then it wasn't called leave. My daddy was going on R&R, rest and relaxation for a minute. So he flew to Hawaii too. But we flew there, and we already they had us a hotel and everything. And I'm very little bit remember this, but there's some very vivid parts about it that were etched in my heart forever. And one of them is that when that plane landed, uh, bringing servicemen from Southeast Asia, they was either bringing them home or they was bringing them as well to R&R. They was bringing them to Hawaii, and then of course they would fly to other parts. And the thing about it was that there was a lot of protesters there, and this was the 60s, and I mean the 70s and 60s, about the same thing. But it was a lot of discord because of what the servicemen where they was. But my mind wasn't on that. My mind was on, now I get to see my daddy. And back then, they didn't have concourses. Concourses when the plane, when it land, and then it go right to this like tunnel thing. And then you go in through the tunnel, and then you're right inside the airport. But back then, they had a truck that would bring some steps up there. Just like when you see the president get off Air Force One. They bring some steps up to the plane, and then you got off, and then you went down the steps, then you walked on the tarmac into the airport itself. And I'll never forget, we all standing out there, all the family members rooting for their people, and got signs over here, Sergeant Johnson and all that. But we didn't have that. We were just standing there looking, and I'll never forget, how could it have been that I seen my daddy when he was at the top of the steps. He came out the plane. He was at the top of the steps, and my mama was holding me by my shoulders. She was excited. I was excited, and I remember I shook her, and I hauled butt to my daddy. He was coming down. He seen me, and I remember I ran and I jumped, and he caught me and he hugged me. And that, what a beautiful memory that is. We had so much fun. For some reason, I don't know why. It's the first time I remember drinking Kool-Aid with pineapple in it, and I thought it was like the most amazing thing besides man going on the moon. Kool-Aid with pineapple in it. What? Whoa, blew my mind. Yeah, so that's who I'm honoring this Memorial Day is my father. And I'm glad for all the things that he taught me, all the things that he indexed in me, because even though he ended up being very successful, uh, I also seen the things, uh, the remnants and the backlash uh, of what Vietnam did to my daddy, uh, psychologically. But he was able to keep it in check. And I'll never forget one of the things that my father did a whole lot, because he showed me we seen a newspaper article uh, from uh, Vietnam, where it would actually list people that would go on the wagon because of the way drinking and drug use was just running wild uh, in Southeast Asia. I mean, you got to look, you're in a horrific area with horrific things going on, and a lot of people want to escape reality. Uh, so that's what they was doing. And one of the things that my father was doing is he was a heavy alcoholic. He was a heavy alcoholic. And I remember we found this newspaper clipping, and it said that these people had got on the wagon at Benoit Air Base. They were celebrating these people quitting drinking, or these people was going to a rehab. They was getting themselves together, soldiers and airmen. And my daddy, I seen in the article that my father was one of the people that had got on the wagon. And I just remember reading that, but then I'm looking at him, and like I said, he was a very, I mean, my dad, I couldn't ask for nobody better. But I seen that, and I seen also that how when dealing with something really horrific uh in your life will trigger back other things that are horrific. And if you're not guarded, girded, and founded, that those things will actually, the disease will come in and use those things to open back up the doors of hell. That's why we say, I teach on a thing out of the rehab, and I say this, that uh, rock bottom has a trap door. Don't think that you just hit rock bottom one time. If you hit that rock bottom, you need to do something about it. Gird yourself, because there's another level underneath that'll take you all the way out. So I seen my father relapse. Um, I remember when my dad had relapsed, and at the age that I was in, and not understanding, uh, I remember the way my mother was. But I think maybe mentally I wanted to deny the fact that my father had relapsed in alcohol. And when he relapsed all the way hard. Uh, and I took advantage of it. I remember he was still, he had his own business, very successful businessman. Matter of fact, in South Mississippi, he was one of the most successful Black business owners on the whole Mississippi Gulf Coast. And but I would steal money from him. Uh, and that's an amends, of course, I'm trying to make now, making a living amends. But I did that. And the reason why I'm telling y'all about this story, and because I'm seeing now various different times my father, by the grace of God, he was able to drive home, and he would just fall out on the floor, fall out in the bed. But anyway, here's the deal. Here's victory. Don't talk about defeat always if he can't back it up with some victory. And this is what I remember. I remember that my father one day he just gathered all his liquor and he grabbed his cigarettes and he threw them all away. And this was the statement my daddy made. He said, never, never again will I do anything that I don't want my sons to do. Did y'all hear what I just said? Ain't that powerful? That sticks with me even to today in my recovery. In my recovery. And he threw those bottles away. And I'll never forget, he walked inside. We all walked inside, and I went through the back door and I snuck around the house to go to that garbage can. And when I rounded that corner, my daddy was standing there. He said, we're going to bust these bottles up because I don't want nobody getting in trouble about it. So we had to bust the bottle. We had to pour out all the alcohol because I was trying to sneak me one. But I got caught. I'll never forget that. That's some wild stuff, man. So today, that's who I'm honoring. And more so what the story is that I'm telling y'all about relapse, chemical and mental abuse, is that on this Memorial Day, I also honor those people that in paying the ultimate price and came home, still the battle in their mind that so many of them surrendered to by their own hand, you know. And I pay homage and respect to them. I pay homage and respect to the children that right now are growing up without a father because of that. So happy Memorial Day, though, still in all. It's a beautiful day, but reflect on this, and it's this right here. If it wasn't for those people that gave the ultimate sacrifice, then we wouldn't have this 3-day weekend. For some of y'all, it's a paid weekend to celebrate, barbecue, be with family, or whatever it is that you do, because somebody died so you can do it. So that's kind of what I got, cuz. And I hope I did good, y'all. I hope I touched somebody about it.
Man, let me tell you, when, like you said, when we were talking off to the side, I told him that, if if you guys go back to when we had our panel for Veterans Day, um, and we were, some were family as well as
Yeah,
friends.
it sure
So it
was.
was a great conversation. And so, my
Mm-hmm.
hopes were we would do that again. But, everybody they have things going on, and, and life happens with everybody. And so sometimes you just got to be ready to switch it up. And so
That's right.
today we switched up to where it was an intimate conversation. And so when I told him that, and what I love about my cousin is that, even though he's been through quite a few things, he still is ready and prepared every time, you know. And it's like, as soon as I said, well, it's gonna be more of an intimate conversation, he's like, well, all right, because I got some things that I want to share, and boy, did you share and bring us to the point where we understand what this holiday is really about, what it
Mhm.
represents, what we need to
Right.
think about and to appreciate about it.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and not only that, like you said, and talking about those who not only have, you know, given that sacrifice on the field, but because they suffered so much when they came back, and like you said, left us at their own hand, but it still was a result of the sacrifice that
Right.
they. And I
That's
like
right.
that point that you made, that because a lot of people just like, oh well, they just should have did this and just should have did that, and they
Nah,
could have sought out help, but it's not as easy as you think it is.
that's
You
right. It's not.
cannot you cannot imagine the impact, the intense of the impact of seeing someone that you are next to one moment, and just like that,
They're
gone.
gone instantaneously. Yes.
It's something that even the strongest person
Mm-hmm.
can be brought down to their knees
That's
in
right.
pain and strife and stress from just seeing that, whether they knew the person or not. They are together as a team, as a unit, working together to uh, give us the freedoms that we have. And
Mm-hmm.
so you have to look into everything that they sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
every
Everything.
even to the point of their own emotional stability, the
Every little nuance. That's right.
sacrifice. And then, the push of, trying to remain strong. So then, okay, so then you take and pick up another vice to help you numb yourself. And that's where, addiction comes in, which is, we know from studies that it is hereditary, and then a trauma triggers it to just, to the next level. And
That's
so
right.
we find that so many of our veterans are plagued with not only the emotional stress, the emotional strife, but then they're dealing with the addiction, because they just want to get rid of the pain. They want to get rid of the images.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like a constant nightmare every day, whether you're asleep or awake. You know,
Mm.
so it is important, and I thank you so much um, for being so candid and giving us what we need to know to realize how much and how important this day is, the Memorial Day weekend is, and that it's not about those who just have served, but it's all about the sacrifice that was given, and it must be honored and respected. And like you said, not only during elections, you
Yeah.
know, 365, 24/7, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh man, and I got to know a little bit more about your dad, about Uncle Freddie, and appreciation. And then I had like a blip of a moment when you said Aunt Neat and Uncle Shaw. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah, I seen you. I took you back. That was way back in the day. Yes,
oh yeah,
sir.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then even about the difference of our flight, and how it
Yeah.
didn't used to be where you walk through, you just walk right off the tarmac and right into the
Yeah.
airport. So many changes, so many sacrifices.
Yeah.
Just to have the ability just to be here, to be on Zoom. Okay, it's a
To be on Zoom. Right.
sacrifice
That's
that was
right.
made to be on Zoom, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
like you said, and like I talked to you before, I'm never zoomed out. I'm always zoomed in.
Zoomed in. I had to use that one on there.
Yeah.
I had to. I want to say one more thing. I want to
Uh,
say one more thing
uh,
uh about my cousin Monique. I want to give you your props right now. I gotta tell you that I am very not only amazed, I am so honored and proud to share the same blood with you. the things that you were doing, and the things that, and taking care of your own business, just shows the strong African American queen that you really are, because you do queen stuff. And I just want to say this, that you are one of the biggest and greatest and most wonderful matriarchs of our family. And I love you.
Oh, thank you so much, cuz oh my gosh, you trying to make me cry on here. Woo, child. Woo. Okay, okay. My makeup's at home. My makeup running.
Well, it's true. It's
Wow,
true. My
wow.
cousin be grinding, and everything is positive, not only for the growth of her and her family, but everyone that be a keeper of their brother and or sister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I want to give a shout out to the after party. And we got to
Hey,
give
they,
accolades to each other, right? We got to give those
yeah,
accolades because he and his cohorts,
yes,
our other kin, from
yeah,
another
yeah. Jean
but
and
our
Sherry,
other
right?
kin, they are doing their thing on the after party, sharing their
Mhm.
stories, and supporting others that have suffered and are suffering with
Right.
addiction, and letting them know and showing their light that there's light at that end of the tunnel, and
That's
that you
right.
can do it, even though you may think you can't, even though somebody else may be telling you can't. Forget it. David beat Goliath. You can beat addiction. Check out the after party because they are on the dance floor. You need to be on the dance
We
floor
on the
with
dance floor. You need to come with us. You see that flow?
That's right. That's
That's that
right.
flow. There go that flow.
Yes, yes.
Oh
Well,
my
I
God.
just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day and sharing so much knowledge with us, honoring your father, my uncle, letting us know the true meaning of Memorial Day, and taking those words of knowledge and keeping us abreast of what we need to do to be our brother's keeper as we
That's
honor
right.
our veterans.
That's right. That's right. So
Yeah.
to all those that gave the ultimate sacrifice, happy Memorial Day. Rest in honor.
Happy Memorial Day, rest in honor. We love you all. I love you, cuz.
Love you
Thank you,
too, cuz.
everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you again.
Love y'all.
all,
Peace.
all right, peace out. I see you. Love you.